Welcome everyone. This Stanley Cup Game 4 Picks edition of the Sports Gambling Podcast is brought to you by our World Cup Survivor Pool. $25 entry fee. Winner takes all at sportsgamblingpodcast.com/splash.
Hey, this is Bill Romanowski. You're listening to SGPN. Let it ride.
Cox.
Welcome everyone to the Sports Gambling Podcast. I'm Sean, stacking the money green with my partner in picks, Ryan, Real Money Kramer. What's happening, Kramer?
Dog. My God, did Mendoza look like a dweeb cranking that thing out there? Come on. You got to have your starting quarterback do it. Kirk Cousins is the rightful.
Oh, really? You know, so you think it's Kirk Cousins?
I'll be honest. You know, I'm a spring film guy. The offensive line, I don't know if they respect Mendoza yet.
Joining us in studio to talk all things Stanley Cup from the Bottom Line Bombs, Mr. CJ Sullivan. What's happening, CJ?
What's up? Yeah, I think Cousins should do it. Ring the bell there, crank it for Game 4.
Crank it.
And then we could do the film study of what were forced high fives by the offensive line and what are natural. It looked like Mendoza's. They seem like we got to do it on camera, and he's got those.
Yeah. Also, two guys who probably know a little bit about, finding an alternative to premarital sex. So
crank it.
Yeah.
Does he crank it? Because I feel like that's would also be a sin. Yeah, I think he's just loading up different sins there, Ryan.
Yeah, maybe.
All right,
dear God, he's in Las Vegas,
living in the city of sin. We're going to be joined by Ryan Gilbert of the Hockey Gambling Podcast. Before we do, quick shout out to Kalshi giving away $1 million for the World Cup. All you got to do is pick the winner of the World Cup. We just did our World Cup picks podcast with Malcolm Bamford from our World Cup Gambling Podcast. But again, get in on Kalshi. You can also trade the Stanley Cup. You can trade anything over on Kalshi. You don't even need to trade for that to get a piece of the $1 million prize if you get the World Cup winner. Get started today. That's Kalshi, promo code SGPN. And we're also brought to you by Rhythm. The Rhythm is gonna betcha. Picks, props, sides, totals. Rhythm has it all, and a bunch of stuff for the World Cup as well. Get in over there. NBA player props, MLB player props, golf. Get the 7-day free trial. Check it out today. That's RITHMM. Joining us on the line from the Hockey Gambling Podcast, Ryan Gilbert. What's up, Gilbert?
Not too much, guys. Thanks for having me back on here. I know my first time. I kind of came at the casual corner a little bit, yes. You guys there. Well, I'm coming straight at CJ right now. CJ, what are you doing? I just noticed the Golden Knights hat with the Hartford Whalers shirt.
That's right.
You're playing both sides.
The whale tail is always represented. Shout out to the mall in Hartford. And we don't recognize the Carolina Hurricanes as an organization. Is down there. The Golden Knights hat was picked up yesterday. Not going to lie, at the lids at City Walk Sky because Gilbert, I will be in attendance in Las Vegas tomorrow for Game 4.
Oh, baby.
So I had to bring
Big time
a little bit of
CJ
gold out
and
there.
the fellow three generates are going out there. Hannibal, Kevin.
Hockey Hannibal Burris, Kevin Bozeman. Hannibal, by the way, is a big fan of the Hockey Gambling Podcast. He wanted me to tell you guys that. He is a big fan. And that's serious. And but yeah, we got tickets. He's a VIP fan. He got there on the ground floor. He's also cranked the bell before.
That's pretty cool.
Time and been interviewed while on LSD for NHL.com. So I had to pick up a Golden Knight hat. I did not have any, but I do always represent the whale tail. This will not be out at the arena. I'm not that kind of an asshole.
Yeah, that is one thing. People are pretty upset about Hartford losing their team. Those
all-time great logo.
I'm going to say this.
And song.
I'm going to say this. None of those people have been to Hartford.
Absolutely right.
None of those people have been to
Insurance
Hartford.
capital of the world.
Yeah, as someone who's driven up to Rhode Island a number of times.
Although I think I could wear this in Vegas, and no Golden Knight fans would even know.
No, yeah,
the Carolina Hurricanes used to be the Hartford Whalers.
They think it's like an outdoors company. Is that a Patagonia logo?
Yeah.
Or?
It is a fun troll of the Hurricanes.
Yes, it is.
Yeah,
absolutely. So it's not representing both sides.
All right,
Because no Whaler fans went down to Carolina, even when Kevin Dineen, with the great Kevin Dineen, the beloved son, and Ronnie Francis, I think, went down there with him, but they just couldn't do it because Carolina was the original. They had to teach the rules on the jumbotron, what icing was. I mean, they've been there long enough now where they know and they're into it. But still, I mean,
they've also been good. That helps, right?
Yeah, they were very good. Which is always it's kind of like the Cleveland Browns going to Baltimore. So as soon as they leave, they start winning championships and they start great. Like, what the hell? Why could you do that for the last 40 years when you were back here?
where has this been the entire time? All right, we got a lot to get to. Knights, shout out to the Vegas Golden Knights, up 2-1 start. Now, Gilbert, you gave out Knights to win game 1, Carolina to win the series at plus 420. How do you feel about your position right now? I think the series price for Carolina is plus 155. So at the very least, you're sitting on a pretty good price here.
Yeah, no, I'm happy you brought that one up first and not my Hurricanes to be leading 2-1 after 3 games. I also said there, but I'm feeling all right here. And game 4 coming up, game 4 is going to be a huge game, obviously. It's either 3-1 or 2-2. Like anyone knows that. But I'm feeling good here. I'm feeling a zigzag type of series with the Hurricanes. They've kind of worn them down throughout the games. They had a few third period comebacks. Kind of how the Panthers did the past few years, their recipe for success. So I'm still hesitantly riding the Canes here. I have to say, for Joel and the rest of the Hockey Gambling Podcast crew are not, they're fully on the anti-Kane train. So it's just myself here, kind of backing the Canes, but it's tough. It's tough.
Well, and we have to talk about, because I threw out, so here's the genesis. CJ.
Oh no.
Yeah. Genesis
CJ
first,
threw out Brett Howden most goals at 20-1.
Great bet.
He's tied for the lead
currently
right now.
tied for first.
I hate to interject real quick, but this has got to be real bad for you, CJ, because Sean usually doesn't like extra chit chat.
No, and then I go, if you like him 20-1,
it starts off. We have to talk about this. Panel, come on in.
Everyone's talking about it.
Gilbert got on the stream, and the first thing they brought up was,
that's true.
Wait, which one of you guys gave out Howden? Conn Smythe.
Conn Smythe. Yeah.
It was me.
Yep.
I gave it out, and then I was scolded.
Scolded is a bit much.
CJ goes, he's never winning it.
You asked, is it worth it? Then why not for that? I go, well, I don't think he's going to win it. Obviously, they'll
never give it to Brett Howden.
Similar to the NBA, I said, let's say Harper or Castle's a big game for the Spurs. Wemby's getting the MVP regardless.
That makes sense.
And same thing with the Knicks. Cat's out playing Brunson. Brunson's still the favorite. I know Cat has a chance at least, but not like this. And in my defense.
Yeah.
Now Brett Howden was 100-1, so I probably should have let you go with that and take it. He has goal first game, has his first 2 in game 2, and his odds went from 100-1 to plus 450. So I wanted you to get in on a more reasonable number, I believe. And in my defense, and Gilbert, you can back me up on this. Yes, Howden led the team in goals, and that's why I took him for most goals. And he moved up to Mitch Marner's line center. He did not look like the best player on the ice like he did all of a sudden out of nowhere, like prime Eric Lindros all of a sudden. Like he was making plays. He had 12 goals all year. Only 7 times that happened in the history of the Stanley Cup playoffs. Column, you did it 3 times, by the way, where you had more goals in the playoffs than you did in the regular season.
That's pretty impressive.
Yes, and it's not just how that he scored; it's how he was scoring. Like, oh wow, Brett Howden is incredible, and he's not that incredible. He whiffed. He did whiff on a goal too in game.
But ultimately, you're right, because now he's all the way. It was a wild ride. He was 100-1. He got down to like 4-1, like you were saying, but now back out to 60-1. Marner had that. I was texting CJ. I'm like, you're lucky Marner had a hat trick, because God help you if Howden actually got home, and you're still gonna sweat out your Howden to lead the series with most goals at 20-1.
And I told him, and I told Sean too, like if because game 2 went to overtime. Like if Howden scores if Howden gets a hat trick and scores a game winner in OT, it is cooked. It is over. Bridge jumping. He will be the straight up chalk to win Conn Smythe after that.
Things could have gotten real dark.
Yeah, could have
gotten real dark.
But 65-1, I stand by my stance.
And you were right. You nailed it. But there was
saved your money. This is quite a yelling for saving someone money,
and ultimately you got to a place of great advice, because now you're sitting on the 20-1.
Yep.
I didn't waste my money on him to win Conn Smythe. Instead, I wasted it on Jack Eichel, who is now 75-1. So that doesn't. Now, I mean, let's just start with the Conn Smythe. I mean, this
make a note for next year. Wait and get a better number.
Yes. This seems crazy to me. Marner is -205 to win the Conn Smythe. Meanwhile, the Knights themselves
are
185 or 190. Is there a world where Marner wins it and the Knights don't win the series?
Yes.
I think there is. I mean, obviously, it hinges a lot on game 4. If the Knights win game 4 and then win in 6 games, like the Marner hat trick, turning point of the series. But if the Hurricanes take game 4, even if the Knights win in 7, like Howden could have a hat trick, like that could take it over. But I have been trying to look at if Marner realistically could win it in a losing effort. And we had McDavid win it 2 years ago as a loser in 7 games. He had 42 points though. And like Barkov had 22. There were a bunch of other guys going around. But the Canes don't really have anybody. They got Taylor Hall, Jordan Stahl's coming on now. I think Marner, everyone wants to vote for Marner. Everyone wants to see Marner leave Toronto, win the cup, win the Conn Smythe. I like Mitch Marner's around 15-1 to score the series clinching goal. I like that.
Nice.
This is a narrative play. But yeah, Marner, like everyone wants to vote for him. Like Marner is the rightful favorite here at -200.
Now, what about on the Canes side for the Conn Smythe? If you think the Canes have a chance to come back and win this series, they're +155 to win the series, with some juice on that. But where are you? Would you hop in now if you like the Canes as a comeback? Taylor Hall's the favorite at +475. Is there anyone else that you think might have a shot at it?
Yeah, if you're coming in now, it's tough to find a Hurricanes guy. I mean, because it depends on which one of these guys steps up and has a 2-goal, 3-point game to turn the series in game 4, game 5. Ehlers can do it 35-1. Seth Jarvis, I don't think they would vote for him just because he was so bad the first few rounds, but he's 100-1. He's on the top line. We were talking about before Brendan Bussey there, 175-1. If he starts and has a few shutouts, like that could go crazy.
I mean, Bussey to me is kind of interesting with the idea that like, hey, what if they put Bussey behind goal and that's what jump starts them and they win these games and he gets a shutout or two in between there.
Right.
I mean, I think if the Hurricanes win, it has to be improvement from the goaltender, right? Or is that? I mean, again, it's 120-1. What? How say you on a Bussey long shot Conn Smythe?
I mean, to quote CJ, he's not going to win, but like,
could his price get down to 20-1? Sure, but he's not going to win.
Yeah, absolutely. If you have a cash out, bro, or if you're on Kalshi promo code SGPN, like
great plug,
you can cash out there. Like that's the way to do it. But if you're looking for a ticket that might actually win in the end, I don't think it's going to be Brandon Bussey.
I don't like those. They're not as fun. Adam Awesome on the chat like Stankoven. What do you any chance he brings it home?
Stankoven, yeah, is what +650. I'm seeing here. He was big in the first few series. Hasn't done too much, but he has 10 goals. Like if he gets 3 more goals, he's tied with Howden for the playoffs. He carries them there. So I mean, it's tough to handicap right now before Game 4, but that's what we have to do. We have to figure out which player is going to step up here. I know Jarvis has had a lot of scoring chances and scoring chance contributions. I saw a chart about that, but his point totals are pretty much down there after a bad start.
I know, but he's pretty interesting at 100-1 though.
Yeah,
I mean,
he might be one of those.
He's a guy who can explode. And that, like you said, top line center, and I mean, did he have that game winner in Game 2?
Who did? Jarvis had
that. Was Jarvis?
Winner.
I'm saying so. He has a moment like that too, which will, I'm not saying, but you're right. I mean, he's playoff series long. He's nowhere near, but he's a guy who can explode and he gets in the mindset of the media that'll vote for. He's got that game winning moment, and if he goes off, 4 or 5 goals in the next 4 games, who knows? At 100-1. That's not. He's interesting.
I like how the key evidence is the 100-1.
Yeah, I'm not having this conversation. I'm not having this conversation at 20-1.
Any takeaway? Money. Any big takeaways from Game 3? Wild ass game. Knights get out to a 4-0 lead. Canes come all the way back to tie it up. Then it goes to double OT where the Knights end up winning. What do you make it? Is that a backbreaker for Carolina? It sounds like you still have hope for the Canes.
I don't think it's necessarily a backbreaker for Carolina. It could have been a backbreaker for Vegas if they didn't score off the backboards, off a bussy there in the second overtime. Yes, puck luck there. So I mean, Game 4 showed that the Hurricanes still have a chance. Like, they were down 4-0, 3 goals, 39 seconds, made the goalie change going into the third period. Brindamore hasn't confirmed a goalie for Game 4, but Bussy practiced. Anderson didn't. I have to imagine they'd go to Bussy in Game 4. And if they lose there, maybe go back to Freddie. But I don't know if I can recommend a bet on the Hurricanes, like plus 150 for the series. I don't know if I can do that. But for the game, about a pick 'em minus 115. I think that's the way I would go in Game 4.
Did you hear Brindamore has said he knows who the goalie is, but he's not telling anyone, and he hasn't even told Boosie yet. It's the only suspense we have. Let's keep it. He goes, and I enjoy it. What a jerk.
Kramer, read off the official number for Game 4, and we'll start breaking it down.
All right, official number for Game 4. It is. I mean, it's basically a flat money line.
It's a puck 'em.
There's some wobble out there in the market, but we'll call it minus 110 each way. If you want to lay the 1.5 with the Knights, you can get plus 220 for the honor. And for the most part, it's some heavily juiced 5.5s or 6s out there. Circa's dangling a flat 6 right now for the total. And so, yeah, I mean, my first thought is, CJ, what's your record? What's the Knights' record with you in the building?
With me in attendance, it's TBA. I have not gone.
This is the first game?
I've not gone to a Golden Knights game at home, so I might as well make it a Stanley Cup game and get the full Vegas show here. I do know that.
How rich?
Yeah, I know. I do know how. I mean, I only go big. I don't go for your exhibitions.
Okay,
during the season. So I don't know.
No trend data available.
It's not like Trump going to the Knicks game. I don't think I want to bring that kind of hex on the Knights, but it should be a great game, and it's going to take Carolina. When was the last time Carolina lost back-to-back games? Was it December? Did I read that stat right?
I know that haven't lost back-to-back home games in quite some time. I'm not sure overall. I can look that up real quick.
Yeah, I think it was. I saw something earlier. It might have been December or something. Like they just respond very well and
battle tested.
Yeah, and they definitely turn things around. 2 own goals like that, basically too. I mean, it just seems like this evens up right here.
It was January 12th and 13th lost.
There you go, January. All right, so that's close. I mean, that's pretty crazy.
It's almost as crazy as the Knicks 3 losses since March. That is why. Yeah, I mean, the tricky thing here is what's the handicap on the second playoff game in Vegas after you've already gotten over the
Vegas.
I mean, I'm on Vegas for the series. I'm gonna ride them here in Game 4. I like CJ's reverse jinx saying the Panthers or the Canes are gonna tie it up. And I'm sticking with the Knights.
I might be doing some quiet cheering live in the arena. I might have a Carolina ticket in my pocket, but a Vegas hat on my head.
What do you? Gilbert?
Keep real quiet.
Gilbert, you have any thoughts on the total? Everyone coming into this series kept saying the under. Meanwhile, it's just been a goal bonanza. Yeah. Are we due for some regression here? Or do you think the goals continue?
Yeah, I was one of those people. I said it's going to be an exciting, low-scoring series, and it's been an exciting, high-scoring series.
Yeah.
So I think there's two ways you go here. You either go under 5.5 at a plus 115-ish number, see Bussy get in there, better goaltending, Carolina play tighter in front of them, or you go with the over 6.5. That's the key number. You get the 3-3 to overtime, and 6.5 over. That's probably a plus number. So you take one of those. If it's a 4-2 game and whatever, but it's I could very well see another 3-3 overtime game, overtime plus 310 here. Adam Awesome says in the chat. So yeah, I'll probably go over 6.5, but I've gone under 5.5 in every game so far. And maybe now I'm just going to jinx myself. So we'll see. We'll see.
I'll go over with the Knights because I do think that the Knights obviously don't have trouble scoring, but Hart has been a liability. He came into the series with people saying, and a big reason why they got here was his success, but he is not. He's missed some goals that he should be blocking. I mean, just as a casual, and he came in at what, like 10-1 Conn Smythe. And everyone's like, well, there's all the backstory, but he should be in the mix. But meanwhile, his play hasn't warranted him getting even any sort of nod. So I think the goals continue.
You think maybe he's just got to do something to work the juju out? Or isn't it always a mental thing with these goalies?
They are head cases.
He's a tick slow. Maybe he's a little backed up. Maybe he's got to go see someone. I did look into where the Hurricanes are staying in Vegas. They are
not the Luxor. Hopefully not.
My God, can you imagine? No, I mean, we did hear they were a cheap franchise, but it does seem like they are staying at the Waldorf or Astoria. Which is formerly the Mandarin Oriental, which does not have a casino. Oh, okay. So I don't. What worries me about
these hockey guys know how to find action, though.
But that's my worry is that if you're staying somewhere that doesn't have a casino, then these guys are popping out across the way to the Aria, or maybe the Cosmo to get loose. Is that potentially a distraction? I was on the Hurricanes. But I feel silly since doing it.
That's
and it does seem like the Vegas has some sort of juju in that building.
Can I say, if you're playing in the Stanley Cup or if you're not playing in the Stanley Cup, if you're just any Joe Schmo going to Vegas, that's a pro move, is staying somewhere that does not have a casino. You go to bed, you come in, you relax, you start the day normal, then you go out to do your degenerate stuff and you have something safe to come back to.
It does prevent the late night.
Yes.
Lockdown.
It's a pro move.
And no one's around. No one's going to judge me. I'm just going to see what's going to happen over here by myself.
Right.
I think I have to Benedict.
Oh, really?
Well, maybe it goes the distance because in my head, I think Vegas wins this game, and then it goes Carolina hold serve at home.
Yes,
comes back to Vegas, and maybe that's where maybe things have repaired themselves on the goalkeeping front by then. I'm gonna say Vegas goes up here.
I'm already extending my Vegas trip. If they have a chance to clinch, at game 6,
stick around.
At game 6,
CJ may never come back.
Yeah, this thing might push back though. But I do think Carolina ties up. I'm going to take that over too. I'm done with these unders. I played game 2 under 6. It was 2-0 going into the third. Then that whole absolute 9 minutes to go. It was 2-0. And then they still lost. Was it 5-4 in overtime? It was crazy.
These games have been insane.
Absolutely insane. It doesn't feel like either team has like the advantage over one another. It just seems like pucks and things. I just flying, and it's just like where the chips fall where they may. It just seems like one big dice roll this entire series. So I don't know how you not play the over in these games.
Yeah.
In hindsight, playing there will be a shutout.
That's not
gonna happen.
That is dead. I'll already call that
I'm
dead.
Selling that ticket.
What is the 3-way? What's the 3-way overtime price too? That's got to be a good one. I mean, 2 of the 3 games have gone overtime.
You want to play? Well, that's I want to say
OT was plus 310.
Yeah, and 2 of the 3 have already gone overtime.
Yeah.
That's
it's a pretty
game 1 was
even,
close to it.
Even back and forth, certainly. Gilbert, maybe we talk a little Underdog here. Underdog Fantasy promo code SGPN. Play $5, get $50 in bonus funds. They're also giving away $25 million of the men's national U.S. when we win the World Cup.
When
you could be one of the 25 people that get $1 million.
Why don't I just bet $100 in the U.S. to win the World Cup? Then
there you go.
Well, there's also that's probably what they're doing.
What kind of contest is this?
They're just moving some liability around. one.
Right.
Gilbert, what's any props, aka player projections on Underdog you find intriguing?
Yeah, I'm trying to find some here. Jordan Stahl higher than half a goal. He's scored
Okay.
Yeah,
in the
I like
first
that.
3 games in this series. He's the captain. He's stepped up in a big spot here. If you're looking for something safer, I don't usually like taking this, but Jalen Chatfield higher than 1.5 blocks. He had 4 last game. I'm seeing 3 in the first 2 games of the series. 2 or more in 8 straight games. So block shots are tough to root for, but a win's a win if you get the win.
Okay, so we get Jalen Chatfield higher 1.5 block shots. We got Stahl to get a goal, higher a half goal.
We need a
CJ. Anything we like on the night side?
Well, I mean, if you want an easy one, we do a Brett Howden anytime goal.
Yes,
I mean, if
come
we
on.
one, I mean, it was crazy that during that second period avalanche when the Knights were scoring so fast.
This payout's awesome.
oh my God.
McNabb, I mean, it looked like McNabb was just going to do a wrist and the place was going to go crazy, but he made a better play, made a pass to Howden, and he just whiffed. He was wide open there. He's getting a goal. He's on a 1 game empty next year.
This is a massive payout. I got a 30% boost, Sean.
Yes. So Jordan Stahl higher a half goal. Jalen Chatfield higher 1.5 block shots, and our boy Brett Howden to get another goal. 30% boost with Underdog. $50 returns you $1,201.50.
I love it.
Underdog Fantasy promo code SGPN. Get your free $50. Play $5. Get $50 in bonus funds. All right, let's give out a lock and or a dog here. Gilbert, what are your what's your lock for game 4, and then any plus money stuff you like?
I guess I got to go with the Hurricanes as my lock there at -115. Continuing the zigzag here in game 4, and my dog gonna be overtime there. A plus 310. Just it should not be higher than 3-1 in the playoffs, let alone Stanley Cup final.
CJ, it sounds like you and the hockey sharps are sounds like you liked a lot of his action. What are you doing here?
I totally agree with that. I'll go with the dog as overtime as well. I mean, I love that play, and I'll go. My lock is over 5.5. But let a little juice.
Okay, over 5.5 goals and OT as your dog. For me, Knights get it done. Let's go. -110. The dog Howden goal at a nice plus money price there. Kramer.
CJ goes to 1-0 in the building with the Vegas.
Well, he's going to be 0-1 because he's going to be on the Canes.
I'll be on the over. If I'm live, I'm
but you go to a game, you got to
sound.
You can't take an under at a Stanley Cup Final.
Sean, come on.
If you're at the game,
if CJ's on the other side, I almost like my position.
No.
Especially if he's in the building.
Yeah.
We just said that the projection for Stahl to score a goal is strong.
Yes.
13-1. He's the first Carolina goal scorer.
Carolina's first goal scorer.
Carolina's
not
first
the games.
goal scorer.
That's important for the
yes. It is Carolina's
kids out there.
First goal scorer. 13-1.
I like that.
That is fun.
And I was someone was talking me into the fact that I should be giving out I should be doing first goal scorer in the World Cup.
Oh yeah, I could see that. Gilbert, do you ever mess with the first goal market?
Yeah, especially if there's a promo there. I had Logan Stankoven in game 2. He scored the first goal for the Hurricanes, but it was not the first goal of the game.
You did first goal for the game, yeah.
Yeah, it's a good angle there. Yeah.
Any other series plays? I saw the over games is set at 6.5. Do we think it gets to? Do we get a game 7 in the Stanley Cup final?
I think we do, but I don't know if that's enough for me. +135 to get to a game 7 there. But if you want some action in the series, either just bet it game by game, take the dog, or take it to go 7 games and just watch some good hockey. I've seen a lot of people come in the Discord be like, I don't know what's going on. This is great though. So that's been a fantastic.
That's
series.
true.
Some hockey purists maybe say it's a bit sloppy, but as someone who just wants action, like this has been a fun series to hop in.
I saw people tweeting Saturday night. This is the first hockey game I've ever watched, and does this happen every night? This is amazing.
I mean,
this is the most amazing thing I've ever seen.
In most sports, if bad also comes with lots of scoring, it doesn't really, because it's only bad to the small percentage of the audience that is snobby enough to realize like this isn't the elite of the. It's the same people that say they can't watch college basketball because it's not at the same level of the NBA. Go fuck yourself.
This was perfect just because it was just pure chaos. Everything too, like all the goals happening so fast, and just some were own goals, some were puck luck, some were amazing plays too. Like everything, it had everything.
That's part of the appeal of live hockey. It's like a 20-minute blender, and then you're like, and then it stops for a little bit. You're like, what's in? Then right back at it.
Then there's bodies in the net. Oh, I guess that counts. All right, other goals were getting disallowed. That was the other thing. Vegas put the puck in the net technically 6 times. 6 times in the second period.
Technically.
Any thoughts on that controversy, Gilbert?
I agreed with all of it. Like if it's called on the ice as a good goal, it should be a good goal. The Hurricanes tying one was fine. I don't know why John Tortorella challenged. He keeps standing by it, but like that was going to be goalie interference. My big thing is they shouldn't punish them for challenging. They should, especially in the Stanley Cup Final, look at every goal for every possible infraction. You shouldn't get a 2-minute penalty if you think that someone's judgment call might be off.
That's crazy that you would lose. That you would get a power play the other way just for losing a challenge.
Well, I like there being a repercussion to challenging, but I think lose like
a timeout.
Well, I would say like the NFL kind of, they just said, you know what, scoring plays and turnovers, we'll just take a look at them just to be safe. That seems like a reasonable approach.
Goals should be reviewable for Stanley Cup Final.
The offside, if you call it offsides, that should maybe be a penalty. Like if you do one of those things. But taking timeouts away, Sean, as you know, would be also devastating since you only get 1 timeout per game.
Yeah. Well, I don't know, something that's a minor punishment. Well, I feel like did they use their timeouts every game?
Well, usually when there's an empty net, well, they save it because they only got one. But it's usually either a momentum stopper if it's like an avalanche, an empty net situation to get some extra rest for your top line. Other than that, they don't. I mean, they do use it, but they wait till the end.
It did used to just be that it took your timeout away. So you do have something there, Sean.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So I'm on to something. Hey, good reminder. Subscribe to the Hockey Gambling Podcast. Check out Ryan Gilbert and the crew.
Yes.
Do a great job over there breaking down all the Stanley Cup action. And of course, CJ, Bottom Line Bombs. Check him out. He was talking puck and NBA earlier today.
Wow.
That he's going to be out in Vegas, boots on the ground. Very excited, CJ.
Skates on the ground.
Skates on the ground. We got to get some good social. Follow him on X at CJ Sullivan _. Sure, we'll get some fun videos.
Yep, me and the 3 Jenners will be me and 2 black guys at a hockey game. It'll be easy. Will be easy to find.
Yeah, the camera will find you. Look at the black guys and CJ.
I assume that Vegas has the highest ratio of black guys at a hockey game.
I believe that. I believe that.
Yeah.
That aren't NFL players like put in jerseys. Like that.
I mean, I just assume normal. That you're getting a little bit more of an eclectic crowd. Maybe I'm wrong.
No, who knows? I mean, it's a modern time now, Ryan. But
listen, the Scandinavian people were generally
when I was growing up, it was very rare. When I lived in Chicago, though, the Blackhawks were so big, the whole city started getting involved in it.
Yeah,
the kids like it.
Again, winning cure. That's why Vegas is so big out there. They won.
Popeye
right
Jones is
won right away.
Winning cures everything. Again, check out the Hockey Gambling Podcast and toss us a nice 5 stars over on Spotify. Answer all your questions and comments over there. And of course, as always,
thank you for participating in the Sports Gambling Podcast.
For the Sports Gambling Podcast, I'm Sean, second the Money Green. He's Ryan.
Have a great time, CJ.
Kramer, let it ride.
I'm gonna pop by the Waldorf.
Say what's up.